Another one.
Just finished school and I hate my job. Well, that's not good. I'm a 22-year-old female, just graduated my medical lab assistant course and was lucky enough to get hired immediately after school. However, after a month of working here, I absolutely hate it here. My mom says, "Welcome to adulthood," but I know this can't be it. This can't be life. See, I already know a bit about adulthood. I moved out at 17 and had a job I loved cutting fruit and produce at an upscale grocery store. All right, let's read. That is not life, all right? Cutting fruit at a grocery store, at an upscale grocery store is not life. I paid my rent and utilities on time, and I sure didn't have much money left, but I was at peace. All right? My landlord raised the rent, and suddenly my pay wasn't enough. Welcome to adulthood. Plus, I missed my family, so I decided to move back home while I looked for a better job that was more of a career. All right, let's stop the cap. You did not miss your family. You couldn't afford to live on your own, so you moved back home, and you come on, and you're lucky they took you back. Anyways, all right, I digress. I digress. Right. That's how I became a medical assistant. I've always thought I loved the medical field. I was inspired by my mother and grandmother, who were both nurses, and I've always loved science. Fast forward now, I'm constantly anxious about going to work. My Sunday scares start on Friday. Do you work on Sunday? I cry a lot at home and at work. The pressure of making mistakes, dealing with angry customers. There's also never any acknowledgement or positive feedback. It's always negative. I'm just not motivated to do this at all. I wake up and started panicking on Saturday mornings because I've had a nightmare about work. I can't even use my brain toward any other task because I'm so consumed in how to improve for a job that I don't even like. See, learning in school is one thing, but being in the field is a whole other game. But now, don't get me wrong, I love working in a general sense. No, you don't. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Message.
But not in a career that I have no interest in. I enjoy writing big essays for fun. I'm an amazing cook, and I also love traveling and learning history. I went to a performing arts school for acting. I love music. I'm a creative girl, but it's like I've had chronic writer's block for the past 5 years. Damn, that is long. That's a very long writer's block. I don't even draw and paint the way I used to anymore. I'm not sure what career I could find with these criterias. None. That will actually pay me well enough to be able to retire young. None. Have time for my future kids, and overall just live a simple, healthy lifestyle. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my living situation is less than ideal. Verbally and mentally abusive family. I thought you missed your okay. And this is what happens when you are broke without a career, right? You use this thing, oh, I miss my family, but then later on, they're also verbally and mentally abusive, right? Anyways, I don't have a bed there, no freedom to go anywhere. I'm not even allowed to listen to music in the house. I want to move out, which I was hoping this job would allow me to do within a few months at least. God, let's start the clock, right? Why did I leave this message? You see, Mitch, you are a bad influence on me. Anyways. As your mother said, welcome to adulthood. First and foremost, one of my favorite sayings, one of my mottos is nobody owes you anything. Here's a trip down memory lane again, right? As soon as my sister turned 18 and went off to college, my parents they moved out of the country, and my sister was in college. I had to move somewhere, and I had to figure it out on my own ever since then, right? So, it's life, right? When in 2008, when I was unemployed and money was getting scarce, I had to figure it out, right? So that's life. That is life, right? It's not even adulthood. It's life. Welcome to life, right? Um, and here's the problem: you need skills in life. You need. All right, this is mean, right? But I have to tell you the truth. I have a duty to, like, it's like liar liar, right? I have to tell you the truth, right? Value is in, like, value in the marketplace, right? Is based on what you can do, what you can bring, what are your skills, what are your talents, right? If you think that other people should value you just because you are alive, then the answer is no. It's like, for the billions of people on the earth, how many people do we have on Earth right now? What's the population? We have 7.8 billion people as of 2021 in the Earth. Population of United States. We have 331.9 million people as of 2021 in the United States, right? Out of those 7.8 billion and those 331 million, how many people? How many of those people really matter to me? Maybe about 10 to 20, right? Um, so not everyone, like, everyone doesn't have to acknowledge your value, right? Your value in the world, in the marketplace, is based on what you bring to the table, what you bring to the world, right? And if you are not bringing stuff that, let me start the clock, right? If you're not bringing anything that is going to, um, if you're not bringing stuff that people need, right? If there's not a need that you're going to fill, then then no one's gonna care, right? And you're gonna be on your own. Trying to find a balance to do what you like and what is needed, that's something that you have to figure out. But if you think that people are going to conform to give you what you want based on what you like, what makes you feel good, then you are sadly mistaken. And I am sorry that I have to be the one to break the news to you. And I think that's what your mom was trying to tell you when she said, "Welcome to adulthood," right? Nobody owes you anything. If that's the only thing you ever take from this channel from me, nobody owes you anything. That then I've done my job. Nobody owes you anything. No one is responsible for making you happy. You are responsible for your own happiness, right? Not a spouse, not a child, not a mother, not a father, not a grandparent, not a cat, not a dog. Because when you're sleeping, that cat will try to scratch you, right? Nobody owes you anything, right? So, that being said, you need to find skills that are marketable and based on your interests, right? Based on your interests. Although you haven't written an essay in the past 5 years, right? But for instance, you are an amazing cook. You love to travel. Although, how do you travel without any money? Anyway, that's another story, right? How do you cook without any money? I don't know. That's not a story. But you can you can create a channel talking about this stuff if people are willing to follow it, right? Your number one goal in life is finding out where there's a need and providing that need, fulfilling that need, um, filling up that space, right? I- In my company, right? There is a need for QA testing and for other stuff, and I try to fill that. I'm saying, okay, where can I go to add value, right? Here on YouTube, there is a need for, like, although there's tons of tech spaces and tech channels and stuff like that, but I'm also filling a need in my own way, and the amazing people who rock with me. Amazing people like Mitch, like Don, like Garcelle, like Joseph, like Trey, right? So many people that, like, too many to name, right? Good guy, for example, right? But you have to fill that need in whatever it is that you're doing. Supply and demand. Do people need what you're offering? And if the answer is no, then you need to offer something better. Simple as that. Capitalism is everywhere. You guys think that, oh, just looking at this company and so like and they're you practice capitalism because you are trying to add value. You're looking for something to do that you can get paid for. That's adding value. You don't like the medical assistant stuff? Okay, cool. Find something that you can do, right? But one of the ways that I think, right? One of the ways that I think, I don't have the mentality of, oh, I need to I need to I choose what I want to do that's going to provide me enjoyment. No. I find out what's needed and I find a way to enjoy doing those things. Right? I have to shift my mindset. I have to shift my mindset to say, okay, what is the need? And now how do I go and find a way to enjoy what I'm doing while I'm fulfilling that need? Here's what I mean by that. Right? A lot of people say, oh, and I remember this, right? Someone was I think they were in a boot camp or something like that. And they were almost finished with the boot camp for software engineering. And they said, oh, I quit because I found it boring. And I'm like, so if you're actually able to get into the software engineering field, and after a while doing it, you might like, I don't know, make 150, something like that. Software engineers get paid pretty well the longer they've been in it. But because it wasn't exciting, you would quit it and then go do what? I don't know. Right? The way that I saw it was, if I can be in tech, which a lot of people find boring, a lot of introverted people and stuff, which I'm introverted, believe it or not. But I said, okay, I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to have fun doing it. So I set up little competitions. I'm very competitive, right? So I set up little competitions, how to timers and lights and just have fun with it, right? So that's why we'll drop a. So I move the stuff that is I adapt what's going to help me be successful to match my personality. I don't go searching for something that matches my personality. I adapt my personality to what is going to help me to be more successful. I remember I got a comment on one of the clips that said, oh, like this, I love your, like, they didn't say I love your clip, but they said, we don't like, you don't need the sound effects. And I was like, thank you. But the sound effects help me. It's not for you, but it's for me. It's for my personality. It's for me to be able to engage and like keep going. If you don't like the way that the way that I do it, like you can get the same exact content just in a different delivery by going over to someone like what's my friend's name? The test lead, right? Really cool guy. He's probably going to be releasing a video with a conversation that we had coming up soon. But I said like he has a different style that might be more suitable for you if like the lights and the cameras and the action and like all the theatrics aren't your style, but it's my style and that's what helps me stay engaged. It's like, and the way that you see me here, that's exactly how I work on the job, right? Like the only thing I don't have on the job yet, right, is the soundboard. Yet. All right. that might be coming, all right? So that's how so for you to make it, for you to be an adult, you're going to have to find a way to enjoy whatever it is that's going to be your career, right? So you can end up in a career that, like, on the surface you don't like, but you can adapt that career to fit your personality and work in the way that you want to work. I'll give a quick example, right? There, like you could, like, for example, your job, right? You can be doing your job and you don't like certain parts of it. Make it a competition, make it a challenge, make it something where you can adapt the things that fill your personality. Write an essay about the things that you're working on, So you just need to figure that part out, where whatever you do that's going to take care of you, also adapt it to your personality so that it's not like a foreign person that's doing it and you hate it, but it is you who's doing it, and then you can actually enjoy what you're working on. All right. So, you're going to have to grow up. At the end of the day, you're going to have to grow up. You're going to have to be an adult, but you can have fun being an adult, all right?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.